Hello friends, welcome to the Voyager diary. Today, we will explore a country where a large number of its residents suffer from depression. But why? Why is whistling considered a major sin here? The people here love potatoes so much that every dish and meal is prepared with them. This is a landlocked country, yet it lacks no beaches because it has so many lakes that a person could grow old without visiting them all. This country is famous worldwide for its national animal, the wild bison, a magnificent and robust creature. Unfortunately, this country's team has never won a FIFA World Cup, but its players and team are no less than any champion team. It is one of the few countries in Europe where the number of women exceeds that of men, which is why brides are offered for sale online here. Just place an order, pay the required amount, and the bride will be sent to your home. The girls here are extremely beautiful, yet both local and foreign people prefer not to marry them. Why is that? You will learn all these facts and many more surprising revelations about this country in our video today, because we are going to explore the lush green country of Belarus in Eastern Europe. However, before starting the video, I request all my new friends to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you receive notifications of our new videos without delay. So, let's head towards the land of the unfaithful, Belarus. The official name of Belarus is the Republic of Belarus. It is a landlocked country located in Eastern Europe, meaning it is not touched by the sea from any side. Belarus borders Russia to the east and northeast, Ukraine to the south, Poland to the west, and Lithuania and Latvia to the northwest. The total area of Belarus is 207,595 square kilometers, making it the 84th largest country in the world by area. Belarusian and Russian are the two official languages of this country, and in addition to these, English, Ukrainian, Polish, and several other regional languages are also spoken here. The total population of Belarus is 9.255 million people, ranking it 96th in the world by population. The capital and largest city of Belarus is Minsk, also known as the Phoenix City. Minsk is called the Phoenix City because it was completely destroyed during World War II and rose from its ashes after the war, becoming more vibrant and developed than before. Minsk covers an area of 409 square kilometers and is home to 1.995 million residents. This city is extremely clean and neat, with no trace of dirt or garbage. There are countless places in Minsk that tourists from around the world long to see. It is the 11th most famous city and tourist place in Europe. The Voyager River flows right through the middle of this city, creating some of the most beautiful natural scenery. The library in Minsk is one of the most famous libraries in the world, known for its architecture and vast collection of books, and is considered a landmark of the city. Every year, approximately 20 million tourists visit this city, which strengthens and stabilizes the country's economy. Belarus is one of the countries in the world where the number of women exceeds that of men. Friends, the women here are so beautiful that they seem like fairies descended from the sky, with tall stature, slim and smart figures, long golden hair, and fair complexions that captivate any man's heart. Belarusian women are also known as fitness freaks because they actively participate in sports activities and spend a specific part of their day in the gym. The women here pay a lot of attention to their fitness and beauty, which increases the competition for desirable men. Despite having beautiful and attractive faces and bodies, both locals and non-locals prefer not to marry Belarusian girls for several reasons. Firstly, the girls here lose their virginity at a very young age due to the country's liberal environment. Secondly, the girls here are extremely boring and emotionally cold, with very little sense of humor. Thirdly, Belarusian girls are extremely rude and have a harsh tone, ending relationships over minor issues. Fourthly, Belarusian maidens are highly unfaithful, forming relationships with other men despite being married, which is also a part of their culture. These are the reasons, my friends, why there is such a large number of unmarried women in Belarus that brides are even sold online. You can go there, place an order, enter your details, and send the required payment, and a bride ready for marriage will be delivered to your address. Compared to other European countries, Belarus' economy is not very stable. A large number of its residents suffer from depression due to rising inflation and unemployment. Although the situation in this country is not as bad as in our beloved homeland, it is still quite behind the rest of Europe. Even young schoolgirls here resort to prostitution to cover their expenses. Belarus is an agricultural country that produces a large amount of agricultural products. The Belarusian-made tractor is well known among farmers worldwide for its powerful engine and unique design, making it very useful. Belarus holds a special place in the production of wood, textiles, and cement. However, the main reason for Belarus's poverty is the rampant corruption, which has prevented it from joining the ranks of developed countries. More than 40% of Belarus's area is covered with dense forests, where the wild bison is most commonly found. This bison can weigh more than a ton. Bison meat is highly favored in Belarus, and the bison is also the national animal. The national sport of Belarus is football. Belarus is considered the South Africa of the football world, with a very strong team that often chokes in major matches. This is why, despite being a strong contender, Belarus has never won a World Cup. Besides football, Belarus is also prominently represented in the Olympics and other sports competitions. Belarus is also known as the land of castles and palaces due to its ancient palaces and magnificent castles, which are cultural symbols of the country. Due to the influx of foreign tourists, special attention is given to the transportation system here. The taxi, bus, and metro systems in Belarus are relatively cheap and of good quality. The roads are clean, wide, and safe. Belarus is called the land of beautiful lakes, with more than 11,000 lakes. Due to the lack of a coastline, Belarusians go to these lakes for picnics, where they experience a beach-like environment. Belarus is the only country in the world where more than 100 dishes are made from potatoes, which are highly favored by the people here. The national dish of Belarus is also potato pancakes, which they call draniki. Alcohol is very common in Belarus, and drinking at home or with family is not considered a bad act. Therefore, a lot of alcohol is consumed at parties and events. Like many countries, Belarus also claims that the famous vodka was first made in this country, as this vodka has been made and used here since the Middle Ages. Belarus has numerous bars, brothels, and dancing clubs where people enjoy themselves all night and flaunt their wealth. Girls in extremely indecent and revealing clothes attract wealthy men and invite them to join them in private, while men driven by their desires are seen pursuing them. Like many Central Asian states, Belarus was once part of the Soviet Union, which became independent after its dissolution into several parts in 1991. Belarus is one of the countries that were completely destroyed during World War II. Approximately 2 million people in Belarus perished, including 550,000 Jews, and many cities were completely wiped off the map. 91% of Belarus's population follows Christianity, while a significant number of atheists also reside here. A large number of Belarusian people hold traditional beliefs. For example, most believe that whistling inside the house drives away their wealth and prosperity, so this act is strictly prohibited. They also do not clean their house until a guest has reached their own home, believing that otherwise, the guest takes their fortune with them. Summers in Belarus are almost non-existent, with moderate or slightly cool weather even in June and July, while winters bring heavy snowfall and severe cold. Belarus' annual GDP is $221.186 billion, with a per capita income of $24,000. Belarus ranks 73rd among the world's strongest economies. The birth rate in Belarus is much lower than the death rate, with an average life expectancy of 74 years. The currency used in Belarus is called the Belarusian ruble. There are some tribes in Belarus that have been settled here for the past 5,000 years and are still connected to their ancient culture. 80% of Belarus's population lives in cities, while only 20% prefer to live in villages. Belarus is also a big name in the software world, with many famous apps and games, including Viber and truck racing, being developed here. After legally residing in Belarus for 7 years, one can obtain citizenship. Marrying a local girl is also not difficult, as Belarusian girls like Asian men and are easily willing to spend their lives with them. So, friends, this was the story of the beautiful and enchanting country of Belarus in Europe. If you found this informative, please give it a like. To the new viewers, I would like to request once again that if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? Quickly subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that we can keep meeting like this. Thank you.